Hey you guys, okay, I'm back. So I've got my brows on. I was finishing up my brows, and then, well, they're done basically, and then finishing the rest of my face. I just went ahead and did the brows off camera because it'd be too much pressure to be trying to like get it angled in there. But I'm gonna do a detailed brow tutorial for y'all at another point. So right now I'm just buffing the inner part so that it's not heavy. I like the inner corners to be kind of soft. Okay. So anyway, you may hear some water in the background because Bae is in the shower. Okay, so I'm using my Ambro leash just as a light layer of moisture. Not a lot, because obviously this is a moisturizing cream, so it's going to give you plenty of moisture. So we're going to do that first. But yeah, so I haven't revealed where we're going to y'all yet, but we're going. I'm going to reveal to y'all when we get closer. We're going to pick up a rental car, and then we're going to head out once I'm finished getting ready. So yeah, now this is the Giorgio Armani primer that I'm using as well. It's giving hydration station because we want the makeup to look super good and be hydrated throughout the night, because it's gotta last till tonight. So yeah. Okay, hold on y'all. Bae's about to get out the shower, so I'm gonna pause it for a minute and then we'll get back on. Okay guys, so I'm gonna use my Tarte Sculpt Tape Contour, and this is in the shade Warm Bronze. I put my band on because I put a little bit of hairspray on just so it'll have an extra firm. But yes, let's put bronzer on. And this is my first time using this. I usually use this one from Juvia's Place, but this one was buy one get one free at Ulta. So I was like, let's give it a try. But I think I love it because I love a warm shade. Like, I don't want it to be too brown. I like it to be warm. So far I love it.
Welcome to the White Lotus in Thailand.
So yeah. Let's see. Hold on, I'm about to start my tiki-taki.
People haven't reached out, like, oh.
Okay, so I went in and added a little bit more on the cheeks because I really wanted to warm it up. And I felt like I didn't have enough, so I added a little bit more. What happened to my light? Oh. And I really like the warmness of this shade. It's a little bit of a different consistency than what I normally wear. So I think that's the only thing I gotta get used to, because the one I use is more of a cream. This has a more of a liquid consistency, so it's a little bit different. But I love this shade. It's easy to work with, so I think I'm definitely, my nose is stopped up. I think I'm definitely gonna start using this one because I love that. I love this shade. Oh my God. Yeah, I love that. And then, of course, I'm going to go in with some additional bronzers and dry bronzers, whatever. But right now, we're going to do some concealer. And I'm using Born This Way concealer. And I've got a couple of different shades of that. So, anyway, I'm going to be using that to go in and do a highlight. Okay, so I added my Juvia's Place blush and I'm about to blend that out. I kind of blended this side out and I'm loving so far the color. Keep in mind it's Valentine's Day weekend, so it's totally appropriate to spice up your blush, your pink, your red family, your orange family blush. You can spice it up, give it a little color today and this whole weekend. Okay, so we got our pink. We love that. Okay, so I'm adding a bit of concealer here so I can start to blend everything. This is Too Faced in the shade Warm Sand to start with. So I'm just putting it in my highlight zones. Okay, so that was Warm Sand, and then I have Butterscotch I'm going to use in my corner here a little bit. Which is very close to that other color, but this one's called Butterscotch. Okay, so I'm gonna blend that out. And I got a couple of different brushes I'm gonna use to do that. So I'm gonna use this one, which is a Morphe M449. And then I'm gonna use, this is a Real Techniques brush. It doesn't have, oh, a deluxe concealer brush. It doesn't have a number, but it's a Real Techniques deluxe concealer brush. So in my larger areas, I'm gonna use the Big Buffer. And then as I work my way up to my under eye, I'm gonna start using the little one. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the little one so we can define the inner eye. And of course we love the little one because it's gonna get in those tight compact spaces under the eye. We love that. Okay, let's do the other side. And I have a mirror right here and a mirror right there. So, and y'all are right here. So I'm like looking in multiple directions. Okay. So got that blended out on both sides. Pretty blended. Okay. Okay guys, so I actually got a new shade that I haven't tried before in the Too Faced this time. And this is the shade Cookie. So it's kind of a lighter a lighter yellow base. I was using one called Sand, and I do still have that one sitting here, but it's a little bit lighter and it doesn't have a yellow base. So I was really interested to try this one just to see how it would come out. So far I like it. I have super heavy eye bags. I always have. I think I get it from my grandma because she has it too. So I try to like conceal and, you know, use proper concealer coloring so that it's not so noticeable. Plus I wear glasses, so you ain't gonna be able to see it that much, but yeah. Okay, so now we're blending out our brightening, what I'm calling my brightening concealer because it's a little bit brighter. I like a bright under eye. This is again in the shade Cookie, and it is by Too Faced. So yep, I'm using my small Real Techniques brush to get in there and get that super blended. Now I'm gonna take my big buffer and just kind of hit the edges to blend it into my blush area. And then I'm gonna take the remaining blush and apply a little bit so that you can see it even more, since I took some of it away when I added my brightening concealer. Okay, period. So let's keep it moving. Okay, so I went back and added just a little bit more contour because I do like a bold nose contour. So I'm just going back in using my Moda brush, the super crease brush, and I'm just going in and blending it into my brow. Oh, my hair is getting in the way. I told y'all I did this roller set on it and then slept like a wild chicken last night. A wild chicken. It's crazy. Okay, and then I'll leave a little space in the middle. That's where my highlight goes. And then I'm gonna take this. I had my scarf on, so I didn't get to blend out my bronzer up there. So now I'm blending that out. So everything is, I'm using the excess here and here, and everything is bronzed how I like it. So now we're gonna add some powders. So I got another pressed powder. I ran out of, I've been using these, but I ran out of it, so I had to go get some more. It's the Easy Bake and Snatch by Huda Beauty, and we love that. So this is in the shade Peach Pie, and then I also have my Laura Mercier that I always use. So I'm gonna use a little bit of both. Okay, so first I'm gonna apply pressed. Just a light layer of pressed. Lightly dusting. In all the areas I applied concealer, I'm doing a light layer of concealer. Okay. And while that's setting for a second, I'm gonna go in and add a little foundation to the areas that I didn't add any to. And this is Tarte in the shade Deep Golden. So I'm applying to the back of my hands because I'm gonna spot apply this because I really don't need that much of it. I do want to make sure I get it done before I powder anything else. So I'm just putting that like in the lower area that I didn't put anything else. Lyric. I don't know where my doggy went. Okay, but see how that gives us a proper gradient? And I only just did that in the areas that I did not have any product besides primer. Okay, and that was Deep Golden by Tarte, the double duty face tape. That's what that was. Okay, so now we're gonna go back. I'm gonna dust a little bit more of, I'm gonna dust a little bit of Laura Mercier on my under eye, and then I'm gonna go in with the sponge and do pressed powder. And this is Laura Mercier in the shade Translucent Honey. And I'm just going in, lightly pressing it in. Yeah. Okay, and now I'm using my Easy Bake and Snatch by Huda to actually go in and press it underneath my eye. Since I've already done a layer of pressed, I did a light layer of loose, and now this is my final set. Doing my nose. Going down the middle crease of my nose. My core triangle here. My chin. My upper lip area. I'm gonna do a light dust here. However, I'm applying standard powder right there. Okay, so for my powder, I'm gonna use my MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus in the shade NW45, and that's gonna be for my outer rim area where I apply the foundation. And I'll kind of blend that up into where I have my other powders. Okay, making sure my contour was together. Okay. So I'm blending all of this and the top. Oh, my stomach is trying to growl. What the? Okay. So we got that. So now we're about to go in and apply our powder bronzer. And today I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Bronzer Palette Duo in Dark. One of my favorites. And of course, I'm using my Moda brush. And I'm just going to go in. I'm starting with the lightest shade first so that it's not too heavy. Then I'm going to go in and apply it seamlessly here in between where I've highlighted and my standard color. I'm going right in there and give Bronzed Goddess. And then I kind of bring it up into my hairline. I'm going to do the other side. I don't want to do too much, but I don't want to do too little, so add more. So I'm gonna blend that out. And then bring the blend up by the forehead. period. And now I'm about to go in and dust this out. Okay, so when it comes to an eye, I'm keeping it very simple today. I'm going to use my Morphe 2 palette. It's the 12 pan ready for anything. And I'm going to use some of the brown colors to create just a neutral look. Okay, so let's get, which brush do I want to start with? I'm going to start off with my Moda, just a standard eye buffer. And I think I'm going to start with the orange light color, just to lay a base down. Again, I'm not trying to do too much. I'm already wearing a pretty bright color today. And it's all a monochrome look. So basically, I'm probably gonna be standing out anyway. So we're just gonna keep it simple. So we just applied a little bit of the burnt orange, which is kind of close to my overall look right now. And I'm gonna get another brush. This is a Real Techniques medium shadow brush. Ooh, something went in my eye, be for real. And I'm gonna use a combination of these two dark browns here. And I'm gonna apply that on the outer edge. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. But anyway, I'm so excited, y'all, because we're going to a restaurant we've never been to before. And I'm ready to eat. Okay, so we added a little bit of a dark shade. And I'm gonna go in and add a little bit of a light color, just to open up my eye a little bit. And I'm going to use a little bit of my white base to put down as like a base for it. And the base is by P. Louise. This is going to play base to the color that I'm going to put on top. Which is just going to be like a cream color. That's just going to play base. Alright, let's use, this is a Moda small medium shaper. And I'm going to use the lightest color on the pan. To go in, and I'm just gonna pack it in where I applied the white base. Okay, so we've added that little highlight of a white base that I wanted so dearly. I really wanted that look. And then I'm gonna go back in with my buffer that I had before, but I'm gonna use a different brown this time to blend it all together. And I'm just kind of rounding off the area where I applied the white and the cream base with this neutral brown. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and I gotta do lashes, liner, etc., and I'll be back. Alright guys, so makeup is pretty much done. I just gotta do a lip and take my hair down and stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, charge the camera, so we'll be ready to get on the road, and I'll show y'all the final look in a minute.